All right. So I am here with Miss Carolina Buhler, right?
Yes, that's right, yeah.
All right. So I'm here with Miss Carolina Buhler. She reached out after seeing one of my videos talking about the Black Gubernatorial Forum. It was hosted by the Black Power Network out here in California and the COPE organization. I can't remember the acronym right now, what it stands for. So I'm just going to ask a few questions before the town hall meeting gets started. I'm going to be passing the mic back and forth, making sure y'all can hear me, checking in. So real quick, Carolina, what got you into politics?
When Trump got elected, I just, I can hold this? Okay, yeah, when Trump got elected for the second term, 2025, I was shocked. I know a lot of people were not shocked, but I was, so I guess I was in denial. And so I just, was paying attention to every single second in January, all the executive orders, and I was waiting for the governor candidates to speak out and take action and demand action, and I was waiting for 4 months. Meanwhile, doing my own constituent civil work, but then I just decided if they're not gonna do it, I'll just do it because somebody needs to be vocal and show people that we can do this, we can fight back, and we gotta have guts, and then we have to do it together.
Absolutely. Yeah. Trump was Trump's second term or first term?
His second term, so 2025.
Oh yeah? This is what got you to spring into action. I get you.
Yeah.
I feel you. And then, so what is your track record with the Black American community out here in California?
I don't know. I haven't really been. That's a good question. I should have prepared. I don't know if I have a track record with the Black American community. I don't know. I don't think I have anything solid to answer.
Yes, ma'am. Understand. So in the sense of just some things that are in issues with the Black community in terms of the unaffordability of homes, the school to prisons pipeline, the just unattendedness to the community overall, I guess because of the lower population.
Okay.
And a whole of different things that how would you tend to, or as governor, how would you tend to the Black American community? How would you see to remedy some of the issues within the Black American community?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when I decided to run for governor, I put up a bunch of policy, and then one of the policies I didn't put up, but I did send it to a few members of the Black community. Because the first group that I attended was the Black Women for Wellness in Inglewood, I believe. And so I took a lot of notes during that meeting, and I asked questions. So I met up with this one woman, and she was a big part of the reason why Gavin Newsom apologized to the Black community for California and its history with slavery. Okay. And so that's official, and that's in the books. Okay. And I think that's a win.
That's a part of your track record.
Well, no, it's not my track record.
No, I'm saying it's a part of.
It was this woman that I met in that group. Yeah. And so so we connected, and then I read that study, and then I wrote up policy to match that study. And so there are reparations, and it's in the millions per person. But if we paid everyone right away, we would be in the negative. We can't afford it basically yet. But what we could do, and I have a policy, I can give it to you later, is we can do tiers. So basically we could start with age 65 and older. Everybody could get what they're owed. And I remember it was something like 3 to 6 million, depending on some parameters. And then after maybe 2 or 3 years, we can go into the next tier, so 45 and over. Okay. And then go down the road that way, And then I think it would be meaningful in some ways, because at least the elders, I don't want them to pass away before ever seeing any kind of justice. So I think that's why we would start with the older ages, and then at least like, you know, their families could help, like would benefit, right? If like the elders.
Generational wealth.
Yes. I don't think it's ever going to be enough, of course, but like according to the study, millions are due to everybody, all descendants.
Absolutely. Okay, so then also as governor, would you support rent control in California, and how do you see yourself going about tackling the unaffordability with housing in the state?
Okay, yeah, so that is in my policy bundle, and so basically we would have universal rent control.
Okay.
And so it wouldn't be able to be raised more than 2% per year to start, just because there are some small-time property owners that like they're renting themselves and they like sold everything they had to like buy a house because they believed in the American dream, and then like they can barely break even. So I don't want to hurt those people. So yeah, the rent cap is going to be universal, but to help the small-time property owners, they're going to get like tax breaks, like 5 to 10% tax breaks. And then to help the people who are renting, I rent, you know, most people rent, we're all going to get every year from the state a stipend, which is a check where you don't pay taxes, and it'll be paid by the state 10% of what you paid for rent every year. So it'll be nice to kind of like start building up this cushion, and then the landlords can't take advantage because of the rent cap.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And then real quick, so I want to, if we have a second before the town hall.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah?
Okay. It can go on a long time, and they like to filibuster, so.
Okay. So when it comes to the school to prison pipeline.
Oh, okay.
And education reform, as governor, how would you see about taking care of that?
Okay, yeah, actually it's a great question, because there's a program that I was, a few weeks ago there was a meeting here, and they were talking about behavioral management, and that's just another word for targeting, you know, young children of color, and then putting them to a program so they can teach them how to behave. But you know, that's just putting them in detention and giving them like punishments, and then like just beginning the oppression, the process of oppression, so that they can't succeed in life, and then eventually that gets funneled into, you know, like going to prison for no reason, and all of that. So I just thought that was really upsetting, because city council is mostly here in Long Beach is mostly people of color, and so it's just it's so trippy to see these decisions made and who makes the decisions. So what I would do, it's in my policy bundle on my website, is, well, the first thing I want to do is decertify all police officers that have been repeatedly reported for unreasonable force, and I will not fund those police departments or the cities if they don't decertify aggressively. So that is one way to kind of start like steering the ship the other way. But you kind of got my mind thinking, so I have to kind of like go a little bit deeper, like with the schools and stuff like that, because I don't want to target, you know, young children of color and be like, oh, like you need help and we have a program for you, because like we all just want to feel like we're just part, you know, of the group. We don't want to feel like we're different, so we have to treat it differently. So it's I don't know, I would have to listen to the community.
I like that response. Absolutely. Because, you know, as you are aware, as you stated, you know, with studying reparations out here in California, as Black American descendants of slavery in California in particular, you know, because we had a specific harm done to us, we do, you know, seek a specific type of restorative justice. So that is, you know, and pertains to us in our history and in our particular ethnicity and lineage and things like that. Absolutely. Okay, so as a Latin American candidate, your political bias towards your community is understood, right? It's, you know, just completely understood, and it's a given. But you know, aside from that, do you have a black agenda, and if so, what is your black agenda?
I don't know if I have a black agenda, but I would definitely, you know, listen to the community and then do what the community wants, because that's really the whole point of me running for office, is reminding people that we have a voice and that we're in power. We're going to be in power. We're in power right now. You know? You're in power. Absolutely. Right now.
Right.
And so it's not about me, it's about the community.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that we need to do things like, for example, the indigenous, they at UCs don't have to, if they get admitted, they don't have to pay. So why don't we do that for you know, the black community? I mean, I'm not gonna. I mean, you built America. You know, it's basically yours.
You heard her say it.
I mean, yeah, no, and I mean it. It's yours. I mean, my grandma was black indigenous. I told you from Mexico, but like this, I do believe that this is a good country. You know, like because you made it. You know, so and I think we need to like honor that.
Absolutely. Very much appreciate you saying that and acknowledging that as a Latino, as a Latin American. I definitely appreciate that. So you already talked about, you know, you studying reparations, you taking on that from somebody who led a charge and got Gavin Newsom to acknowledge and apologize and things like that. Can you talk a little bit more about that, just for the people who are just getting in, and how you would, as governor, work with the reparations task force out here and go about? You talked about your tiers and things like that, which was I do like that. That's a nice idea. And so, any more to add to that, to the reparations topic?
I mean, I think I'm open to hearing ideas, because I really wanted to make the policy simple. Because the more complicated, people are like, oh, we have to understand it, or we need more studies. We don't need any more studies. They've all been done. So I try to simplify it. Just be like, let's just give people money, and you know, the amount of money that the studies said. Luckily, you know, say millions, and I think that's okay. But I'm open to anything, like, you know, like free college, like free, like whatever you want. I think let's make it work, because they always find money, right? Whatever everyone else wants, they always find money, right? Like this administration, right? So I think whatever you guys want, like let's just make it happen, because I'm sure we can find the money, just like they always do.
I'm sure we can find the money. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Carolina Buhler, everybody, running for governor out here in California. Definitely appreciate her taking the time out to, you know, converse with me a little bit and explain, you know, her plan and her policies and her agendas. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm definitely gonna chop this up and get this out as soon as possible. But absolutely. I'm blown away.
You are? Oh, okay. I'm like,
blown
I should have
away.
been more prepared. Like,
no,
oh
I mean,
gosh,
if you weren't, you shouldn't have said it. No, that's great. That's great. Okay, yeah, yeah, because you know, I mean, some things can be worked out, but like you said, you know, listening to the community is the main point, is the main focal point, and as long as we do that, we can get some ground rolling. You see what I'm saying? Because you know, a big topic within the community right now is the Black and Brown conversation, Black and Brown Unity Coalition, things like that, and with other minorities, but in particular Latinos. And just kind of from the Black American descendants of slavery community perspective, we just feel like the respect has not been given properly, you know, by the larger community.
Okay.
Of course, we appreciate the individuals who coalesce and who understand and things like that, right? Yeah. But as someone who is Latino adjacent, Mexican, my adopted dad is Mexican.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I grew up.
Okay.
I'm technically half Latino. Technically, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, culturally, I've seen the anti-blackness. I
yeah.
I had it worked on me.
Yeah.
My brother's grandmother was also black indigenous.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying, and you know he looks white too, and he's from out here. He's from Pasadena,
Gotcha.
ironically. And so you know I've seen the anti-blackness within the community, not only just the Latin American community, but just overall. I mean, you know, even when you look at how black people are treated in certain countries, in Latin American countries. And so I appreciate your perspective on that matter, because that definitely, that sentiment is right along with what I've been saying, is that, you know, if we can get the minority coalition to coalesce, and we can actually get things and, you know, get the ball rolling, because as we know, what benefits black Americans benefits everybody. Great. It's a trickle up economics.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying?
100%.
As we see with the Voting Rights Act, and what that and how that impacts everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And so just with that stance, and with you taking that stance as a Latin American, is definitely monumental.
Okay.
In my opinion, especially for, you know, in this space, it's definitely a big thing.
Oh, okay.
And so
okay.
I definitely appreciate you. I definitely appreciate that perspective.
Yeah, of course. I didn't realize it was like there was such a tension, you know, I guess. I just been in my own world, like fighting Trump, you know, but no, it's good to know that there is still that tension. But no, I really truly believe that whenever, I mean, because I think about my grandma and then like what I've learned at school, because I'm about to graduate from UCLA.
Okay.
And I don't know, I know the truth, so whenever I see, you know, a black person, I always feel like it's an honor to be in their presence, and I try, you know, like, I appreciate the moment, you know, and I just know that everything we have is because of, like, the history behind that, and so, yeah, that's why I was like, thank you so much for coming here, and I'm like, yeah.
I'm just completely blown away that you reached out. That was amazing, and I definitely greatly appreciated that. Just to begin with, that absolutely made my day, made my week.
Oh,
and so just hearing your perspective on that definitely, you know, helped too. It helped a lot with that. So yeah, you know, we can get the ball rolling. We can get the ball rolling. So any last words to the folks out there? As we're signing off, any last words?
Reach out, you know, so the ballots are out right now. If you just Google like register to vote, you can register online. Just make sure it's a .gov link.
Yes.
But anyways, yeah, you can register. It's very easy. It's very quick. If you're already registered, you probably already got a ballot in the mail or will get it. But everyone's getting them already, I think. So please, if you know, like what I said and you do want to vote for me, please get out the vote. Like, make sure everyone you know, like all your best friends, your family, your neighbors, make sure they're all voting. Like, they don't all have to vote for me, but please get out the vote. Like, because right now we really need to activate the vote. The other Democrat has taken money from, his name's Javier Becerra, it's with an X, and he's taken money from police unions, so we cannot vote him in. He went to the No Kings event in LA recently, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be mad, like, good for you for showing up, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad when people show up. But then when, like, LAPD showed up, and, you know, for no reason, calling unlawful assembly and all of that, like, he was nowhere to be seen. But, like, big surprise, right? He's taken money from police unions, so we cannot get him in. Like, he's not an option. I'm sure you know Butch Ware, you can write his name in. I don't know if they'll count the write-ins. I mean, they should, but, like, you know, they like to play games. But, like, if you want to vote for him, write his name in. Spell it correctly, write very neatly, because they love to say, oh, the handwriting wasn't neat or whatever. There's Ramsey Robinson as well, Freedom Party. And, you know, my name's there Governor 2, Carolina Buhler. But please get the vote out. We only have till June 2nd. And like every single vote counts right now because the race is very, very tight.
They call it a jungle election. They call it a jungle election out here. The irony, right? And so, yeah, because there's like, it's mad main contenders right now. It's a lot of main contenders right now, but the sentiment is because it like interrupted.
Oh, okay. I'll hang up. Sorry.
The sentiment is that we should, all rally behind Becerra, because he is the main corporate Democrat pick. And so, while I may agree with that for the national election, for the presidential election, I think voting locally, I think voting for something that can really impact you locally, you should vote for what you want. It's not the same precedence, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but wait, did you? I just spaced out because of the call.
Yes.
Did you say to vote for Becerra?
No. I'm saying.
Oh, okay,
I'm saying.
I was like, no.
No. I'm saying that he's the main pick. He's the main corporate pick. He is the next Gavin Newsom. You know what I'm saying? He's shining. They're shining him up. They're hoisting him up. I'm noticing how he is the main corporate Democrat pick. And we're not doing corporatism in politics anymore. You see what I'm saying? And so if he's taking money from police unions, imagine who else he's taking money from that he shouldn't, right? And we understand how these things impact us, and we understand how much of an impact who you take money from guides your decisions. All right. So we are out of here. We got through the questions. I definitely appreciate you, Miss Carolina, for coming out here and talking to me and sharing this space with me. Definitely appreciate your responses. This will be out soon. This will be out coming in the next coming days. So tomorrow and the next coming days. I'm gonna chop it up. Okay. Definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm tagging you.
Okay, tag me everything. Yeah. Okay.
And then but yes, definitely appreciate you all for tuning in, tapping in, listening in. And we will see y'all later. Absolutely. My name is Ghetto Freeman, your humble cave supremacy elucidator, helping Black America better understand cave supremacy through economics and a little bit of politics. Like, share, and all that good stuff. Stay young, stay pro-Black. Peace.